Welcome back, Kiwi Yoinkers and all other folk to Sunsaw Gaming. Today we have a special release, which is part of the reason why it's taken me so long to get this video out this week. The other part of the reason is I've actually got people staying at my house at the moment, so I haven't had the time to actually release a video. But I have been working on this. Now, today we're going to talk about a group of people who are doing something great for the World of Tanks Blitz community. These guys have started what they're calling the Primetime Academy. With this Primetime Academy, essentially you've got some of the better players in the game on their NA server only at this stage, just taking in anybody who is willing to learn. So we're going to jump over to their Discord and we're going to show you who they are and what they do right now. Guys, this is the Primetime Academy's Discord server. And in here, we will show you a couple of things, but I'm just going to quickly grab the server link. And that server link there will be placed at the bottom of my video in the description section. Anyway, onto the Primetime Academy's Discord. So here in the Discord, they have a certain way of doing things, and it works out really, really well. So first of all, we're going to go into the instructor availability here. Now, every single one of the instructors, except for possibly some of the newer ones, come in here and they put in as irrelevant has available for sessions between 12 PM and 4 PM on most weekdays, as well as 9 to 10:30 PM on weekdays. So, you know, he's given you a general idea of when he's online. Of course, he does throw on the bottom there Central Time Zone, just for people to make those judgments as to when he would be available. And as you can see, if I just scroll down this list, all of these trainers have set in their time zones where they are available to help other players. And I love it. I love it. And there we go. Just as we're scrolling, we get a new one that has posted that they're available. So that is the instructor availability. Now, the great thing about Primetime Academy here is what they do. Now, these guys train you. They train you. It's simple as that. You don't have to leave your clan. You don't have to join their clan or anything like that. They are looking to help the entire wider community of World of Tanks Blitz. Now, they have the 3 class requirements that they categorize people into for their training. And that's what you're seeing here on the page. So your first class, or the lowest ranking class that they'll place you into, is Sherman class. Now, this class of people, or tanker, they're the bottom of the barrel. These guys, unfortunately, you guys are the newest new players to the game that have no knowledge of the game whatsoever. And they're the people that will get placed into Sherman class. Now, to my knowledge, there are actually not that many Sherman class people. I haven't seen any on this Discord server. But I know you're out there, so you need to be joining this server. But anyway, to graduate from the Sherman class, as you can see written on the page, it says you have to have general knowledge of tanks, and mandatory for the tanks at tier 6 to 8. So you need to know things like how much alpha a tank has, the gun depression. You need to know what tanks you can pen and which tanks you need to be wary of. So it is basically just a general knowledge thing. So once you've got that general knowledge as a new player, these guys, they will put you up into the Pershing class. Now, while these guys are doing that, they do give, after every session that they have with you, they give you personal feedback to you. They're not telling that you are a crap player or anything like that. They give you the constructive criticism that you need to take on board and improve your gameplay. That's what they do. And after they've given you your session's feedback, what they do then is they go and they make an improvement report, which is made and placed into a channel where only the instructors can see them for fair reasons. And from there, all of the instructors are able to read that information. So it doesn't matter which instructor you end up with, every single one of them is able to help you continuously get better and better. So once you've had your assessments done and you were given a class of Sherman, Pershing, or the bottom one here, which is Patton, then you'll go into the training session. So with how they put you into a rank. You'll basically come into the server, you'll state that you're looking to become a trainee, and then one of these instructors, one of the trusted instructors, I should say, so the originals or people that they trust know what they're doing, will basically come pick you up, take you out for 4 or 5 battles, let you run one of each different type of tank, and assess how you perform. Now, I performed absolutely trash in mine. I believe I had 2 matches out of the 5 that was 0 damage, and I still got Persian class. So that's about as low as I can get, because I do have the information on the tanks and all that general knowledge stuff. Because I messed up with my first 5 matches where they were assessing me, I was put into Persian class. But that's perfectly fine, because in Persian class, this is where the majority of players will be. This is learning how to use your gun depression, learning how to side scrape in tanks, knowing how to angle, knowing how to maneuver your tank, little tactics like circling and flanking for mediums and light tanks, and a big one, not blocking people. So learning where you are positioned to your teammates so as you don't block them. You do get their 1v1 experience. They do take you into training rooms, they do take you into platoons, into matches, and they do give you feedback. They will ask you for things during matches like, I want you to talk to me and tell me your thought process, what you're going to do, where you're going to go, why you're making those moves. And they use all of that information to help you grow, to help you learn it better as a tanker. Anyway, once you've upgraded from Persian class, you will then be graduating to the pattern class. Now, with the pattern class, there are only certain instructors who are actually allowed to train people from this point on. And that is because the things up past pattern class generally take a little bit more finesse, I suppose, and a little bit more care to learn. But anyway, once you're in the pattern class, you are then looking at personal performance, supporting and strategically leading teams in battle. Now, this, as they state, it does not mean you have to be a caller. It just means, like, you go into a match, you read the match line out. They've got 3 heavy tanks, 2 mediums, 2 TD, that sort of thing, and go, they could possibly go heavy side. We're very light. We're not going to go to the heavy side. So you'd ping the map and sort of explain to your team where the best direction would be to go. And that's the sort of stuff that you see through pattern class. Demonstrating good positioning and timing for your team in battle, having general knowledge of where enemies will go, which is basically what I just went over, and how to prepare personally for the team, knowing the basics of focus fire, so hitting those singular targets, making sure that you take guns out of the game. These things are all up in pattern, and these are the things that will essentially finish off and give your gameplay a fine polish to them. So once we're out of that, we go into here. This is the trainee instructor communication. Now in here, you're able to ping someone, like you ping instructor. Hang on, let me just go up here. Anyway, you ping an instructor, as you can see here, Snowdrop, instructor, anyone open for training, want to learn. And the next thing, I'm Clear's here, Hotshot's here, and they've already seen that message, and they will pick up Snowdrop. They'll take them out and they'll do a match with them. That is what this Discord is all about. Anyway, we are going to move on to 2 battles now, or some highlights, just of the guys that actually created this Primetime Academy. Now, they are not the only people that worked to get it started. They're just the 2 people that started pulling people together to get it done. And those 2 people is Irrelevant and Deja Vu. Now, they created this Primetime Academy around the 6th of January. So we're just going to get into their gameplay, and while they play, we're going to talk a little bit more about what Primetime is, who they are, and what they're here to help you do. Now, the first match we're going to show you is from Deja Vu. This is his player profile. 22,000 battles. As a founder of Primetime Academy, those 22,000 battles have a wealth of experience and knowledge that he will basically give to you guys that you can draw on. I mean, yeah, he's only got the 51% win ratio and the 1000 average damage, but he's not a re-rolled player. He is actually a really, really good player, and like all of the other instructors, they're there to help you. So join Primetime, learn from guys like Deja. Just watch this match. It's going to show you what he can do. So Deja is going to be driving the M41D Jade, the new Tier 7 Chinese light tank, and he's on Faust here. Now, when I've asked these guys to send me in a replay, I didn't ask them for masteries or anything like that. I wanted them to give me standard gameplay. And just so as you guys can see the real player that you will be training with if you join the Primetime Academy, and I do suggest that most players out there join Primetime Academy. It's going to help you. So Deja literally went out and just had a match, real quick match, and then sent me the replay, and this is what I got. Now, first thing you'll notice here, he is going by himself towards base A, but I've said this many times in my previous videos and that, play your tank's role. Now, he's gone out here, even though none of his team have. Unfortunately, he takes a nasty shot from the LTTB, but because he's gone out here and he's spotted the enemy team, he's done his part as a light tank. Now, he's not going to stay there and die and try and hold off the enemy team. No, he's going to do what you should do and run away. He's running away. He's done his job. He's spotted the team. He knows that they're up there. His team now knows that they're up there, and they're able to push around and use this flank quite freely because they know that any tanks over here are going to be relatively isolated. And that's the sort of thing that these guys in Primetime Academy can help you learn and help teach you, is just the small things like knowing how to use your tank, how to play that tank's role, how to reposition, how to use your hit points effectively, how to get awesome shots like that into the back of enemy tanks that are not suspecting you. Now, most other players would have pulled out straight away again to try and get that shot on the Progetto, but a smart move like Deja done was to hold back just a little bit. I mean, sure, he doesn't end up getting a second shot onto the Progetto, but he's effectively saved his hit points, and he's made the enemy team aware that there is a light tank on their flank. Now, he's being very map aware here. You'd see he wanted to pull forward, he wanted to try and get a shot into those guys. He can see that his entire team is clustered in the middle, but he's going to do this. An unfortunate miss on the LTTB, but just watch what Deja does here. He is going to start reading this guy's moves. He can see that he's going to come over the top of the bridge, so he prepares for that. He comes down. He doesn't, unfortunately, hit the guy there. I think he might have missed his fire button or something, and then gets a very unlucky bounce off the back of the LTTB. He does take a couple of shots in return. He is bleeding hit points, but he is being effective in the sense that he is on the outskirts, he is using his damage per minute, he is helping his team in the middle by getting cross shots onto these other teams. I mean, he didn't chase after that LTTB, which a lot of players would have done. And again, this is what Primetime's here for. It is to teach you how to effectively make decisions during combat, how to know how to play your tank, and all of these little useful things. So, thank you for sending in this replay, Deja. I mean, it's not your best gameplay, and I know that. I've seen plenty of games, including some of the ones we've played together, and they are absolutely phenomenal. This is probably one of your more subpar games, if you ask me. But you've done an amazing job in showing just what the instructors at Primetime Academy are capable of and what they can teach you. So 1600 damage, great return, and 3rd damage on the team. For a quick game and just sending me in the replay, that's amazing. And this is the sort of thing you guys can look forward to when you train with them. Now we're going to jump into a match with Irrelevant. Now, this is Irrelevant's player profile, 25,000 battles, again, not a re-rolled account, 1600 average damage, 54% win ratio, well above the average player, and again, a wealth of knowledge that can help you improve your gameplay. So we're going to follow him in one of his replays that he's sent in, and without further ado, we bring you to Dead Rail. Irrelevant is driving the T62A here, and this match just goes to show the importance of map awareness, and guys like Irrelevant, guys like Deja Vu, and the rest of the instructors over at Primetime Academy, They have this map awareness, and that's what makes these players so qualified to be able to start something like Primetime Academy and give you guys the hints, the tips, and the tutorage that you need, the instructions, the training that you need to become a better player. And you're going to see a lot of map awareness in this from Irrelevant. Now, as you can see, his team have come heavily up to base cap C here. They can see that the medium tanks have not pushed up here with them, so they don't actually have much in the way of opponents up here, which is a big mistake by the enemy team. In any situation, you at least want to be spotting the other side of the field, and you'll see it here in a second. There you go, Irrelevant does get shot, he does bleed, he does also take a hit from the AMX 50B, but he's pulling himself out the way. He bled a little too much there, which is unfortunate for him, but he doesn't leave the position. He's going to maximize the damage he can get out of this spot into the enemy tanks, into the tanks that are just sitting back, that are sniping, and a great shot there into the side of the T-57 Heavy. Most players probably wouldn't have got that. A lot of players I've noticed would have actually probably focused on the 92. Also, great prioritizing of the targets. He hits the 62A on the enemy team, but he realized there's a Leopard out here. Now that Leopard has very dangerous damage per minute, and because he's focused on the Leopard, he does get himself into a bit of a position here, but he stays calm. He clears the Leopard, he moves himself out the way. He's using the enemy team there as just cover to try and block that 57 Heavy so as he doesn't get shot again, and he picks up the kill on an enemy player. Great map awareness. I mean, apart from letting those guys encroach on him as close as they did, amazing work. And this is, again, the caliber of people that you will get training you over at Primetime Academy. And, I mean, now, Irrelevant and Deja have pulled together, I think, a total of about 23 instructors who are able to teach you all the tips and tricks of gameplay and help you improve your gameplay. So again, go and check out Primetime Academy. The link to their Discord channel will be down in the description below in my video. Now, this will be posted to Meezy69's YouTube channel and Toxicity Blitz as well. Toxicity Blitz is actually one of the instructors for Primetime Academy. So if you're viewing this on either of their two channels, awesome. Hopefully they've put the link below in their description as well for the Primetime Academy's Discord server. If they haven't, just go back to the start of the video. I did record myself copying the Discord code for my video. So you can just write it down there and go join it. Go check them out. Go get some training. Even if you don't feel like you need it, if you think you're a good enough player, just go check it out anyway. Go over there. Go and see what they do. Nice class 1 there from you, Irrelevant. 3,664 damage. And just showing you guys exactly what these instructors are capable of. In future videos, I will be doing a couple of takes on just some of the lead instructors that they have over there, or trusted instructors, just to give you guys some overview and idea of who some of the other instructors are that you will come across in the game. So there will be a total of 3 of these videos. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you like this content. There will be more to come. Like and subscribe to both Meezy and Toxicity on Blitz for posting this video, and thanks to you two as well, Darren and Toxicity, for putting this up on your YouTubes and getting the word out there. This is something that the game needs, and I'm glad you guys are on board with helping me get the word out there. Cheers. Until next time, stay safe, use cover.